Alright, hello buddy, welcome back to Reviewing Shark. And you see this lighting looks kinda dark and bad, but honestly, when I changed it to photo mode, it's all bright and stuff. Like this is like supposed to be a bright orange table, but here it looks like a dark green, so I don't think I could change the filter on the camera, but I want to review another Jurassic World dinosaur figure. As you can see, I'm reviewing a lot of these. I reviewed two, but this one is from Camp Cretaceous. I thought that series was super cool because they found some way to implement another dinosaur period into like a Jurassic Park kind of, like Jurassic Park it, instead of it being Cretaceous Park or something, it's Camp Cretaceous. So it sounds nice, which is actually accurate because most of the dinosaurs are from the Cretaceous period, so Jurassic never really made sense besides the dinosaurs that were from the Jurassic period. So it was nice to get a figure from a series called that. Now I actually got this one for Christmas. This is the Baryonyx Grim, and I take the batteries out of all my figures, or at least most of them, because when I put them away, then sometimes when I take them out, it's just like roaring everywhere, and I don't really like it. This one was super cool to me because it had a posable jaw. So like, there's no joint there's no button on the scales where you press it and its jaw would open. It just has this little joint where you could just tap it and it'll stay there. It's kind of loose, but you could still, it's really good for stop motion, and it closes like that. So fully shut almost. It's pretty nice. Cool paint job. It's got like red around the eyes, a nice green on the upper part of the body, and you can see it switches from like a green, dark green to a light green, and from the neck kind of going more down to the torso heading towards the tail, it's like this really lime light green stripe going along it. Looks super nice. You get some more of the light green texture down there. Pretty much duplicates on the other side. Both red sockets, yellow eyes with a black circle pupil, and there's the little joint for the jaw. You can fully open like that. And here's the arm. It's just one of those ball joints. Full 360. It can shut. Almost do a full 360. It feels like it would snap off if you do it past here. Oh, actually, no, you can, huh? But then again, I have to extend this. You can, and then just open it, turn it, and then kind of close it, and it'll just sit there. But I just like to keep it like the T-Rex pose. And it has 3 claws, 2 small ones, 1 big sickle, all the same color. Cool bolt though. You can see they're separate. Camera on a picture. There's like a little line there, so you see it like it's a separate part of the hand. And here's the little scanner if you guys want it in your game. Get some facts about it. You guys can pick it up. There it is. Hold on. There we go. That should do it. And more on the figure, the main feature is its tail. Here, oh, hold on. It's cold thing. So its main feature is the tail. Man, this camera does not want to focus. Hold on. Okay, there we go. That's better. So the main feature is its tail swivels. So here is a good way. You pull the tail left, the head will go right. It's kind of like that. It looks pretty nice. Also, this baryonyx mold kind of reminds me of the baryonyx from Ark Genesis, the bog baryonyx. Just the coloration and overall pose. Even though I feel like most baryonyx figures should be more like this. That kind of pose. That's personally just me. But the tail, yeah. In order to get that pose, you have to lift the tail up, so the head will go down. I'm not too on point. I mean, it's cool with the mouth that it's posable like this, but I would have loved a button, because when you're trying to pick up the figures, I need to start getting like little figures here for testing. But when you try to pick up the figures, there's no button to open it, so you have to get them out, and then when you try to pick them up, all it does is tip them over, because you can't grab on anything like the other dinosaurs. There's like a little button, it'll open its mouth, kind of like the Primal Attack Carnotaurus, which I guess I can review. I'm really just going through my Jurassic World bin, just because some people review the Jurassic Park series, and those are really outdated, so I figured no one would really care if I reviewed some of the older Jurassic World Mattel figures from like a year ago. So most of them are pretty new. Some of the ones I'm going to review came out this year. So back to the point, there's really no way to pick up the figures besides you have to already have them in the jaw, close it, and it doesn't have such good grip. I guess they tried to get grip with these front teeth sticking out. That might just be for the baryonyx like gator look. Probably what reminds me of the bog baryonyx. I think that's supposed to help you grip, so the figures might get wedged in there, and it can grip and you could thrash them around. But really, I don't see too much of a point with the tail. It is nice to see different baryonyx aside from the thousands of baryonyxes with the button that open and close your mouth, and they just have still tails. You can't move it around like that. Also, no, you cannot rotate the head. Like the parasaur, you can rotate the tail going this way, and the head will turn like from that. It'll go like left and right, kind of like that. No, you can only go like the head has to be facing this. The top of the head has to be facing up. That's the only way you can do it. I can't turn it or anything, sadly. But yeah, and that's pretty much the review. I would give this figure, let's start rating it, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst, like a 7 or 8. This is a really good figure, but well, actually I would give it like a 8 or 9 actually. It's a good figure. It's a nice figure like this. It's definitely worth, I think, $15. Take it or leave it. And yeah, so it's worth 15 bucks. I could, if I was the one designing this, I might have added either longer teeth, which probably still wouldn't do the job. It's nice having a posable jaw, but since there's 3 baryonyxes, if I said that right, 3 of them in the season 2 of Camp Cretaceous, Grim, Chaos, and another one, then maybe the other one that we haven't got yet could basically have this feature with a button though, so you can actually pick up the characters. Because I don't know really what else. Because it's not like you could pose the tail. So if I want it leaning that way, I can't just, because I have to hold it like that. Unless you have something else to weigh it down. But then it just turns back to its normal position. So I guess it's kind of stuck like that. But yeah, that was my Grim Baryonyx figure. Also, if you want to know how the sound works, whenever you move the tail and you hit the edge, it will turn, like, make a roar sound. So if you do it up, it would make a roar. That would make a roar. Pretty much just tapping it would make it roar. And opening the mouth, I don't think would make it roar. But you just have to move it around like this, and it will roar. This takes 3 of those mini batteries to operate. Like I said, I removed it once I got it out of the packaging, so to avoid any sounds. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, a comment, subscribe, and see you guys next time. We're almost at 180, and then 20 more, and we'll get to 200. So let's keep the streak up. I've been doing good. So that's the Grim Baryonyx figure. I'm gonna see if I get 2 more Jurassic World reviews out this week. I think that'd be kind of cool because I want to get through this box as not as fast as I can, but you know, I want to review all these. So when a new figure comes out, you can get my general reaction, and you guys don't know I already have it. So there's that review. I'm gonna go.